Hey, what's up guys, Ali here from Solid Trades. So in this video I'm going to talk about the most important trading indicator that every day trader must have in his arsenal, and that is the pre-market level. Now I have used all kinds of indicators, and in my experience the cleaner the chart, the better the trading results for me. That's when I discovered the pre-market high and low levels, which is by far one of my favorite indicator. Now in this video I'm gonna walk and talk what are pre-market levels, how to use it, and then we will look at few real examples that happened today so you can use it for your advantage starting tomorrow. All right, so let's get started. So what we're gonna do is, first I'm gonna talk about what is a pre-market level. So a pre-market level is that, on a pre-market activity basically is what happens before the market opens in the morning or after it closes last night. So this is the example of this chart of Nvidia. So notice here, this gray area is the pre-market. So market closes right here. Market closes right here. Okay. Then this gray period starts, and then the market opens here. So whatever happens in this area is a pre-market. This is day before yesterday. This is the activity day before yesterday. And then if you want to go further, we can go further, and then this is the previous day, okay, and then so on and so on, and then this is today, right? So this is today, what's happening after market closes. Okay, so this right now it's like 7 o'clock Eastern time, so market closes at 4. Now that being said, why is this so important? Basically what it is, all you have to do is define before the market opens the low of the pre-market area and the high of the pre-market area. That's where the whole market revolves around. If that level breaks, the price goes down further. If the level breaks above, the price goes up a lot. Okay, so let's look at a few examples here. So I'm gonna actually open a small time frame because that's where you want to look for that. Okay, so I'm gonna open 2-minute chart, or you can open 1-minute chart or 5-minute chart, but make sure it has pre-market data. So notice here what happened. So first thing we do is we first get the low. So this is the low of the pre-market level today, and this is the high of the pre-market level. Okay, now notice here, as soon as the stock breaks the low of this level, so I'm gonna actually make it bigger. Okay, so notice here, as soon as the stock, this is the pre-market level which we've already drawn. As soon as the price breaks right here, the stock breaks and then just continues down. In fact, it even comes up one more time right here, test that same pre-market level, and then fails. So you can easily short right here around this area. You can short around this area, or you can look for a trend break here and short right here. Okay, now notice here what happened. There was news in the market today. The stock goes up all the way, boom, and then guess what? Comes back down again. So another opportunity to short right here. Okay, now let's look up here again more. Now let's go one day before. Okay, so we're gonna draw. First we're gonna do is we're gonna first find the low of the pre-market. So this is the low, okay, that happened in the pre-market, and this is the high level. Okay, so I'm gonna draw a line from the high level. Okay, so this was the low, this was the high, and this was the low of the pre-market. So we draw a line. Okay, now notice here, as soon as the stock breaks, it crashes. So you can short at the break of this pre-market level. Okay, now if it breaks above, okay, then it's a long, then you buy the stock. Okay, and then the stop loss will be, every time you always want to make sure you have a stop loss, right? So the stop loss will be this. So if you short here, if the stock, even it could come up here and then fail, that's possible. Okay, the stop loss will be the high of the pre-market low, pre-market. So let's go back one more day just for giggles and learning. Now this is, notice here, this is the high, right? Notice exactly what happened here. The stock comes up, okay, finds some resistance for a minute, and then as soon as it breaks, boom, goes up, right? Now let's say you miss it. What happened here? Stock comes back down to the exact same area, the pre-market level. Okay, look here again, it came back again right here. Now notice here, I did not use any types of EMA, I did not use any type of VWAP or anything. You don't need any of that. Okay, it's all garbage. Now yeah, you can, some people have strategies around it, but you don't even need any of that. All you need is pre-market level and you can make good money of it. So let's look at more examples. Let's just look up any other neo. Okay, so here it is. Same thing happened here again. So first thing we do today, so this is today's action right here. So this is the high of the pre-market and this is the low of the pre-market, right? I'm just gonna draw a line here. This is the low of the pre-market. Now notice here what happened. So first thing is that basically the stock is actually on a downtrend. So if I make it bigger, notice here the stock is coming down, right? Yesterday had a very negative day. So most likely if it breaks the pre-market, it's gonna go down further. So here's what happened again. So I'm gonna make it clean. So notice here, this is the pre-market level. As soon as the stock breaks in the morning, it comes back down, come here and breaks, boom, goes. But let's say you miss it. Don't chase the stock and short it. Let it come back down again to the pre-market. Look what happened right here. Pre-market, and then it goes back up again. Then again, it came out right here. It had a really nice push, but pre-market level, boom, goes. Again, it had the same issue. And again, it tried to go up again and, you know, it's failing. But the main action happened in the morning. So this, you want to catch the morning. Not later is chop, okay? So let's look more. Let's look PLTR, another very famous stock, right? Exact same thing happened here. So notice here, this time is opposite. So when the market was positive, notice here, the pre-market level, it broke and boom, went up. So this was a great entry right here, okay? Now, here's another example where it did not work because nothing is 100%, right? But it has a very high probability. Once it works really, really well. But notice here, this was the pre-market. Okay, next day, the stock came here, fails. As soon as it fails and fails, look what happened. It just completely crashed. So it's very, very important to cut your losses when you were wrong. That's very, very important because now what happened here is this. This is actually the reason why it failed so hard was because of the pre-market fail. So what happens is that this is a very, 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 very common strategy. Well, I don't think it's common, but big traders use it. But that is why we see huge moves on the pre-market breaks, right? But if it doesn't work, and big traders, they cut their losses, and that's what causes the huge fall. Okay, now let's look at here what happened in PLTR today. Same thing. Before market, this is the high. This is the high of the pre-market right here, right this level, and this is the low. As soon as the stock breaks the low, boom, crashes. And it didn't even come back up all the way. It just didn't even come. So all you do is short right here. Your stop loss will be so if I would have traded this is what I would have done. I would have traded it. I would have made this line and then this line because this is a clear resistance as well. I would have shorted right here. Okay, and let it maybe, let's say if it comes back down, give it some room, you know, all the way up here. And then if it still breaks, then probably going to continue. But I would have put my stop loss right above this area and then I would have take this move. Okay, so I would have entered right here. Okay, immediately just money, instant money right away. Okay, and then same thing happened here, instant money, right? Instant money. This one was a fail. And yeah, so let's look at an example. Just, you know, let's look at here, plug. Now, plug today right here, same thing happened. Now, actually, let's look up this one first. So this was the pre-market of the previous day right here. Let me add a couple of days. So look here how beautiful this was, right? Break of pre-market right here. The stock, boom, goes. If you just enter right here, you would have made money for the whole month, right? You don't have to work at all, right? And then it worked the opposite today. So it broke the down. So this was the high of the pre-market. It never broke above. It broke down instead. So there it is right here. right? It fails, boom, immediate money right here. So that's it, guys. I can go on and on and on. Just go through and do tons of practice, go through tons of charts, see exactly what it is, trade in paper trading. And that's it, guys. This could just turn your trading around. I promise. If you do that, this has really, really helped me as well. So hope you guys learned something, and I'll see you guys in the later video. Take care. Bye.